Well, yeah, I thought defensively we had a focus after the first few minutes of the game, and guys came in with a focus. I thought we did a decent job on Joe Johnson with tag team between Landry and James. Did a good job there. But for the most part, I thought second half we did a better job of keeping them off the board. That's what was killing us in the first half, was our lack of defensive rebounding and lack of just finding the body, going and getting the ball with two hands. And it sounds fundamental, sounds high schoolish, junior high-ish, but that's what we got to do. And, that's our Achilles heel right now defensively, is just our rebounding by everybody.
You have reached 20 wins now, faster than any team in franchise history. I think that's a plateau. You must be pretty proud of where you guys are in that regard.
We are. I mean, everything we've done is still as a growing team, and as you see, we have a lot of areas where we can improve on it from a standpoint. Everybody gets excited. I'm a realist, so I'm going to continue to pick out the places where we need to grow and get better. But again, at the same time, it's very unusual. You can grow as a team and get some wins, and that's something our guys accomplished. My hat's off to them. But they know, everybody knows in that room that there's a lot of areas where we can get better in.
Did you find yourself at times looking, when you watched James out there on Johnson, did you find yourself thinking, what could have been last?
No, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If zips and butts with candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, right? But it can't look backwards. You got to look forward. And he did a good job. He did a solid job. He and Landry both. Landry got it started. I thought Landry's activities and his intelligence really got it started the way he played him. We made some mistakes in leaving him in the first half, and we cleaned that up in the second half, and everyone did a much better job, James and Landry both, and on him in the second half. He's a handful. He and Darren Williams are probably the two most lethal one-on-one guys in the league when they have the ball, because they have so much to their game as far as crossover, stop on a dime, and Joe Johnson is bigger than you think. He and James are probably about the same size, but both of them are huge. And excuse me. And when they have the ball, they're so dynamic and so quick with it and stop on a dime, it makes them almost impossible to guard.
You did move Terrence over onto Darren when Kyle had the 3 fouls, but it did give him a different look and slowed him down a little bit.
It did. It helps. We had to give Kyle a blow on him because Kyle did have 2 fouls or 3 fouls, whatever it was, and the switch off is what we had to do. And he did a good job also. He used his length on him, and it was really, really helpful to give Kyle a blow.
What got Jonas going in the third quarter?
Jonas. The main thing Jonas has got to do is rebound. Two-hand rebound, snap it off, go get it, and he did a much better job in the third quarter for us. And he's got to do that. All our bigs have to do that because, we can work our behinds off for 22 seconds, 23 seconds, whatever it is, and, go get the rebound, and it's too late. And that's what we got to do, is come quick off the mark, go get the rebounds and clean it up, and now we have a possession. And that's what we didn't do in the first half. We did a much better job in the second half.
Dwane, the 11 games you played with Brooklyn this season were all so evenly matched. Would you ever expect that you'd get a chance to play brutally in the fourth quarter again against Brooklyn this year? No, any team. No matter who you play, you go into the game with a healthy amount of respect for whoever you play. Brooklyn happens to be in our division. Lionel Hollins is one of the best coaches in the league. That's a well-coached team. They're going to get better once they get the chemistry going and get everybody healthy. I don't go any game and looking to, put whoever the 15th man in. I hope it gets to that, but I go in with a healthy amount of respect for whoever we play, because again, we're not in a position to do that. We can't take nights off. I wish I could give guys 2 or 3 games off. We can't do that. We got to have all hands on deck, ready to go. You have to give him a little nudge too to get him checked in.
Well, and then he went in for the wrong guy too. So that we got to get that cleaned up. But he's gonna. I tell you what, the young kid is gonna be a player. He works I've never seen a young kid work as hard as he works on his game each and every day. He lives basketball. He sleeps it. They got him. Can I say it? Rogers cable, where you can watch all the games and everything. So. He's living the dream right now, and I'm so happy for him to watch him grow each and every day. You don't get to see it, but behind the scenes, he's working as hard as any young player I've been around.
Any added satisfaction just because it was Brooklyn to beat today?
I beg your pardon?
Any added satisfaction today just because it was Brooklyn to beat?
No, not at all. No, we're on a different path. We're in a different situation, different path, next game. I mean, and right now my mind's beginning to think about Detroit and what we can do tomorrow and what we can do and shoot around to get ready for Detroit. We got New York coming back through, so no, we can't rest and think about a rivalry or whoever we're playing. We got to go next game.
How big has Patrick Patterson been, not just tonight, but over the past month for you guys?
He's been huge. His pick and roll defense is unbelievable. His speed and quickness of getting out and impacting the ball. Tonight we were able to even switch him onto Joe Johnson some in the pick and roll situations, which was huge. Like I said the other day, he told on himself when you're getting out there and guarding Carmelo the way he did. So now we're going to find some situation where he can switch onto those guys, big guys like that, and keep them in front. And that's something he's grown into. And but he's been my hat is off to Pat Patterson because his energy is contagious.